Okay, day 3 of Inktober. Oh, I don't even remember what number in the sketchbook it is, but well, October doesn't count because it's Inktober, more or less, or pretty much. Anyway, I'll be counting them later on. Anyway, I wanted to just practice a little bit in this sketchbook, and I've decided to make the main drawing on paper that's suitable for ink. So I'm just practicing a couple of sketches for bats. And as I was drawing, I was imagining a bat necklace. So I said, well, a bat necklace would go around a girl's neck. So I'm just making a rough sketch of a girl pretty much in the 60s or in the 50s, to say so, kind of sad looking. Anyway, pretty random, pretty simple. This sketch took me 8 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. As I was sketching, I realized that I didn't really like those puffy sleeves that I was giving it because it looked less dark academia, and I do feel that um, in this case, Inktober, there should be some kind of dark academia influence all over the drawings. I mean, I'm trying to make them a bit bubbly, it's just not my style. Anyway, as I finished and I was quite happy with the pencil sketch, I moved on to just drawing the main lines before I remove the pencil. Now, I do know that some people say in October we're supposed to practice only with ink. However, I'm one of those people who like to do whatever they want to do. Let's face it. So I'm going to erase um, the pencil sketch. As I was drawing the girl in the main sketch, there was no background. However, I decided to give the girl some bat wings also, or at least the idea of bat wings. And the bat turned out as a front legs. I don't know how to say. It's pretty much what keeps together the dress. So instead of a necklace, it's a rope, to say so. Anyway, I'm playing around with ink. It's been a long time since I've used it, so I decided to use a couple of techniques here. None of them are perfect, but I'm quite happy with them. Also, the pen I was using for lining, I realized afterwards that it's not, the ink inside is not waterproof. So whenever I would get a wet pen or a wet brush next to it, it would bleed a little bit. So as you can see, there's like the Chinese ink or the Indian ink. Yeah, it's Chinese because I translate from Spanish. Anyway, the India ink was kind of more on the warm side, and then the ink that was inside this pen um, was more on the cool side. So I did realize I had made a mix of two tones, to say it so. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Anyway, I'm quite happy with this sketch, keeping in mind that in total it took me from beginning to start about 40 minutes. So it was a very quick sketch, and I did have 40 minutes because I had to wait for the layers to dry in between. But yeah, it was easy and quite pretty if you ask me. And then as I was adding the number of the drawing of the sketch, my cat just decided to give her approval to it and just stand next to it. Yeah, this is pretty much it. I hope you guys like this quick sketch, and I'll see you tomorrow.